Okay, we're live. John, you're muted.
Hello there. Okay,
Hello.
welcome to the monthly, I hope, Enable Chapter Leaders meeting.
Mhm.
Um, I'm John Shull. Jonathan is our hub master. Sarah is our communications coordinator. And Brandon, who are you? Nice to meet you.
Sorry. I am the newest. Sorry, I am the newest president for the VT chapter,
For the which chapter?
Virginia Tech chapter.
Virginia Tech. How nice. How
Mm,
great.
yeah.
I am a big fan of the Virginia Tech chapter, but
Thank
perhaps
you.
you can remind us what all the Virginia Tech chapter is up to.
So currently, the Virginia Tech chapter has a multiple projects. I mean, they're a bit winding down, but right now, last year they had a project. We had the T-Tech team making a project on making a more accessible Xbox controllers. We had the Myoelectrics team develop the Myoelectrics team, which I was a part of, develop a low cost, affordable, like EMG controlled prosthetic hand.
Hmm,
Um, we made that device like under $160, and it's still in development right now. Um, but we have all the designs done. We just have to make sure like everything's wired, and then we have to then ensure that like our our motors like fit the specifications of our designs. And if it doesn't, we have to redesign the fingers all over again. We've done a lot
very
of that
cool.
during
That's
the
right.
last year.
One of the
Um,
reasons I have been so enthusiastic about the Virginia Tech group is because they are going beyond prosthetics. I want to
mhm,
share my screen and show you something for a moment, but I need
mhm.
permission, Sarah. Okay, thank you. Um, Here we are looking at a link on the hub, and I can give you the link in a moment, but Makers Making Change, which is a clearinghouse for assistive devices,
Mhm.
is looking for a one-handed Xbox controller. I don't know if that fits your case, but if it does, you might want to reach out to them.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. I can go talk to the T-Tac team and talk to them about how that this applies to their project, and
Good.
see how that
Okay.
goes for them.
So there's
I
the link.
mhm, thank you. We also have the Maya bike team. The Maya bike team was making like a very like accessible bike for someone with mitochondrial system, and so she's like riding them with she's like that bike was to be like rode with her parents. It has like different like assistive devices to ensure like, hey, like I need help, or just like things to make her more comfortable on the bike, right?
Hmm.
Like those bikes were like maybe tens of thousands of dollars, and I think they made it for like under 500. Um,
So
and
where do you all tell these stories?
where do we all tell those stories? Um, I don't think we have any sort of like public platform to tell all of these stories. But I think that would be like honestly that would be really good. That would help a lot with our outreach and just being able to have like more people. One of my goals as the next president, as I want to like increase like the amounts of like different majors or different engineers that apply to our club. And that like in doing that, one of my goals is just trying to make more like different teams that apply to different sects of like the biomedical industry, right? So I want to start something of like the bio something along bioinstrumentation, trying to make like a low cost product from bioinstrumentation. Um, I've been talking to my professors about that. I've had a really good bioinstrumentation professor lead me to like the MIT website, and he was basically like, "Hey, here are some like bioinstrumentation projects that you can adapt for your team and see what they can do." Because I feel like I think all of us, I mean, outreach wise, we would be mostly be appealing to like the newer generation of engineers. I would say like freshmen, sophomores, and it would like people who want to like work on their like either like CAD design or electronics design. And I think some
Right.
like a low cost project or like a low not super intensive would be very nice. I
So Brandon,
also
I'm looking, here is my screen again.
Mhm.
Is this your group's website?
Yes, this is our group's website. If you were to look at the G Fall 2024 GBM6, that main photo, that is me right there. The GBM6.
And there
I'm
you
pointing at the
are. This
finger.
is
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. And here you are looking at, hello. So now I've clicked. Lots of pictures. Here's this picture I wanted to see.
Yeah, that is me. I currently have shorter hair now, but that was me presenting our project like in the middle of the
Okay,
semester. Mhm.
cool. And you're the new president.
Yes, I am the new
Congratulations.
president. Thank you.
Cool. And so the gallery show, so let's just go over what kinds of things you got here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We do have we do have our what's it called? Our prototyping lead working on developing like an actual website with like a
right.
uh I mean we were inspired by like some other design teams at Virginia Tech called VT Crow,
Uh-huh.
and they have like a really professional website, like all like it looks really cool. And it has like all of their like it has all of their projects that they're working on as well.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know if you want to look it up right now. It's entirely up to you, but it looks very professional, and we want to like look we want it to make our club more appealing. And I think that's one of the other ways that we can do that. But yeah, that is the I remember this. I don't remember this project. I don't think it was here for this, but this was the prosthetic hand project to make like a ball
sure.
catching hand device.
Well, cool. Um, so listen, one thing you could do, which it would be great for my morale, and I think would probably motivate other chapters, is share some of these projects and reports of projects into
Mhm.
the hub.
Mhm. I think that's going to be another thing that we're going to do as I'm going to like talk to people about and talk to our what's it called? The project manager, the project leads, and also the uh like prototyping chairs. I plan to
Hmm.
just make it more cohesive as between prototyping chairs, presidents, vice presidents, and like whoever else they need on the exec board. I'd like to
Right,
streamline that process, given that I was a design team lead and I experienced it first, and I was like, okay. I mean, the my electrics team that I was in, we were like very detached because we had like our own project that we were working on.
sure,
But I would like to make sure that like people, especially other teams, have like a point of contact for like a prototyping chair or like a president or anything necessary, like
right,
if they need funding or anything. Um, I mean, my ideas is just like having like a Google form basically and just being like, hey, who do I need to meet? Click one of these. Why do you need to meet them? Type in a blurb of like what they need to meet. And
right.
then also when is a good date.
So you say you've got a team working on your website, and it's is it available for us to look at?
I don't think it's available for them to look like. She's still working on it.
Okay.
Sarah Appler is still working on it. But I think they're waiting on a lot of materials from the other groups, including the My Electric team, which I need to
Cool.
send her.
Right.
But as soon as we get all of those materials, she's going to be able to make that website. I think she's also uh occupied with um the summer Uganda project. I don't exactly know how that's going. The
How
for
that's
the
going? That's going
Yeah.
quite well.
Yeah, I don't exactly
From
I
the
haven't been
from their point of view, I'd be interested in hearing how the coordination of your group with them is going. So, Brandon, you have the same challenge we have, which is there are lots of semi-autonomous groups doing
Yes.
enable related stuff.
Yes.
Wrangling them into a coherent whole is a constant sheep herding, cat herding problem.
Yes.
Welcome to the club. And we have also talked about changing our website and figuring out how to deal with this. It's
Hmm.
an, like herding sheep, it's an ongoing task. You don't just do it once.
Most
Um,
definitely.
but if you have resources or ideas for how to increase coherence and cross-organization, cross-enable visibility, we are all ears.
That's something that I haven't really thought about that. I mean, like off the bat, I would say increasing cost cohesiveness throughout all the chapters of e-NABLE, I think might require like some things to be mandatory, right? Across like for like presidents and like for different chapters, I would say like some different things like saying like maybe even like monthly updates of different
Mhm.
projects or different like things of different teams within your chapter. Like mandatory monthly updates. And the thing is with that, right? It's just that like a lot of people might not like that idea of it being mandatory. But I mean,
Well,
like, it is something that we might have to do in order to make it more cohesive, right?
all right. Well, uh, there you have it. And did you come to this meeting with any particular question or agenda in mind?
I didn't, I have not. I mostly just came to, because I haven't attended, I've attended one before. I was like, I think somewhere in April, but I
Uh-huh.
didn't talk as much. But I just came mostly to just to introduce myself as the newest president as of the VT chapter, and also, I mean, if there's like any updates or anything you need from me, just be like, or if
Well,
you
that's great.
anything you want to
I
know.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Um, no, let me just urge you to make what you're doing visible to other enablers.
Gotcha.
Hub posts are a great way to do that. There are
Mhm.
also, there's an Enable R&D Facebook group, and your own chapter probably has its own Facebook group. But
Yeah, we have like a Facebook, we
no,
have an Instagram.
when we do these things, it benefits the immediate recipients, it benefits the volunteers, and if the story is shared, it can recruit and motivate more recipients and more volunteers. And often
Mhm.
that's at least as impactful. So keep that in mind as something sort of part of your mission
Yes.
is to make it visible. Okay. Uh, this being a chapter leaders meeting and we having one chapter leader, is there anything else we should discuss while we're all here?
Um, I would say I don't know. I've just been working on I have been thinking about like more the different projects that like I can expand to make at least the VT chapter like more appealing. Um I have this one friend like who's like disabled and they have like a degenerative disease that was for their joints. And so they
Hmm.
like asked me since I'm an engineer to make like if I could make a an orthotic for them, like a leg orthotic. Like it'd probably just be like a pressure, um,
Mhm.
like a pressure sleeve, as well as a different, or as well as like a more sturdier option to make sure, like to like a sturdier structure on the outside to ensure that if they're because they're a silversmith and they do a lot of like walking, they do a lot of like standing on their legs while working and dealing with chemicals. So a lot of their things require like different orthotics, like specialized orthotics, just to ensure that they are like they mitigate their pain, right?
Sure.
So, but I think for next year, I'm going to try and have a group that is working on this, and I work alongside with them because I want to make sure that this project it goes well because they're my friend.
Yeah.
But uh, I think one of the things I just have, I one of the things I do want to think about is since the Maya Bike project is winding down, I think they're going to be finished by that, like by the end of the summer. Um, I'm looking towards projects to that really complement that project. Um,
Well,
so
so
they
let's
this
let's
two
be
skills can
clear.
translate.
You're calling this a Myo leg project?
No, Maya bike, Maya bike,
Myo bike?
Maya. So it's the person's name is Maya, MYA, and it's a
Now
bike.
we're getting somewhere.
There you
Okay.
go. It's a bike. So it's like a
Okay.
accessible, like low cost bike And I feel like that those skills can be translated into making like sort of like walkers or like any sort of like canes or assistive walking devices.
Well, that's really interesting. Do you have a picture that we can look at to get a feel for what we're talking about?
Of the Maya bike or of
Yeah,
the walkers? I
with
don't
the Maya
think
bike.
that is one thing that I don't know if I have. I was connected to the e-NABLE list, like email list, but I don't exactly know if I have all the presentations that we have. Let me check really quick. Google Drive. I might not have it. I
Okay.
my apologies.
Okay.
Uh,
I've just found your, of course, this is VT. Is this Virginia Tech or Vermont? I wonder. Is this you guys
Delta.
also? I'm not showing my screen. Instagram vt.enable. Yes, Virginia Tech.
Yes, yes, that is
Okay, so
us.
you've also got quite a visible Instagram thing with 443 followers,
Hmm.
which is cute. And by the way, you're following uh, a number of groups, some of which are familiar, some of which aren't. Um,
There
Let me
should
just
be.
see. Click. Um, I'm
I don't
following them
think
myself. Hmm?
I don't think our Instagram would have the pictures of the Maya bike project, but I
Okay.
think it would have it's mostly just to advertise our fundraising campaigns and our like our different events that we have to raise money for the
Okay.
club. Which is another problem that I'll have to tackle
Right. Well, listen,
next
I
year.
think that walkers are a great idea.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of PVC pipe, just because it's so accessible, it's so
Mhm.
cheap, and it's so tough. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't be at all surprised if one could make a design for something that you could assemble from PVC pipe, which would make quite a sturdy and lightweight walker.
Mhm.
Just just an idea to share.
Yeah, I think that would be a very interesting, that would be a very awesome idea to pursue. I think just one thing um, that also, there's a lot of things that I have to tackle for next year, but another thing is that like making sure people stay like focused and they stay encouraged to work on their projects, right? Because we have a lot of people who came to our like our general body meetings for maybe
Right.
the first 2 days, and then they got into their teams um, and they didn't feel like they contributed enough to the team to enable to stay there and enjoy what they're doing, which is
Right.
not ideal, which is not ideal.
On the one hand, it's not ideal. On the other hand, it's not for everybody.
Mhm.
And, one of the things that happens is you end up with a self-selected group of people who are a good fit. So
Most
you
definitely
want to strike the balance between trying to keep people there who are not particularly
motivated.
who are not a great fit.
Hmm.
I've just found yet another Virginia Tech website. Your link tree has got lots of information, including information about, sharing my screen here, about the Uganda e-NABLE Coalition.
Oh, interesting.
And let's just, oh, interesting, right? So here you go, right? I'm showing things to you from your own website. Uh, and
Sorry about
apparently
that.
you're using Teams, so I'm
Yes.
clicking on the web app just to see what happens. And I'm logging in, and it turns out, so there you go. Anyway, I'm going to give you the link to your own link tree, and
Yeah,
this is the challenge one has.
I've been a bit disconnected from this. I haven't been this hasn't been most of my focus. I've been like working on in the behind the scenes, and
Understood.
as soon as like I get back to Virginia Tech, I'm going back on the 11th. I'm gonna work on like uh, coordinating with like all the other exec board members and then just like working with
Cool.
them for the last 2 weeks
Okay.
to ensure that we're prepared
So,
for like Gobblerfest and like your different events.
right. So,
Mhm.
except for the unsolicited advice that you've been getting from me,
All right, that's
is
fine.
there any assistance or suggestions you have that you want to put forward?
Assistance or suggestions of what sort?
How we can
Uh,
help you, or how you can help the larger community?
mm, I think this connects just to like the previous thing I was saying, like being able, like I was going along the route with like if people have like a concrete person that they're working towards, or a concrete group of people that they're working towards helping, at least for the walker, that would motivate a lot of people more to work in the group.
Well,
And I
great.
think,
So that's really interesting. I think you should check with, first of all, post in the hub.
Mhm,
And, there are all sorts of seniors who specifically need walkers. I would urge you to reach out to some local elder care places
mhm,
and see if you can find some test pilots, if you will.
yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm gonna put my email in the chat if you have any questions. Brandon, I might not know the answers, but I will probably know the people who have the answers. But then, yeah, please post in the hub with
Mhm,
your questions or any updates. That's where we have, all of our activity from the community.
yes.
So,
I'm
um,
looking at, I think you can see my screen. I'm looking at your football throwing mechanism.
Yeah, that
Um,
was 2020.
yeah,
That was before that was before my time.
before your time.
2 years before my
A
time.
universal socket and cuff design. A football catching device. Do these things actually get used at Virginia Tech?
So, these, I'm pretty sure these things get used. They, for these football catching devices, I think that was, especially that was made for a child who
Cool.
was amputated, and
Uh-huh.
he wanted to be able to play football with his parents.
Right. This is a nice combo. Obviously, it
Mhm.
takes two to see them together, but they're both nice designs, a ball thrower and a ball catcher.
Yes.
And this is a nice
Oh,
looking thing.
I think that's the, oh, interesting. I think that that drawing picture was an early iteration of the myoelectric team.
So you guys do have a myoelectric hand that has been done. You know,
Um,
my
it's a work in progress, but yes, we are working on it. Yes.
right. My experience with myoelectric projects is that they're great learning experiences and they don't really result in something usable by our community. Do
Yeah.
you think that's still true, or do I need to update my assessment?
Um, as of right now, I would say it's true. It was a great learning experience to like work a lot with like CAD and work with like the design flow and like working with different like projects and teams at the same time. Um, but I would say until we like I can't really make a good assessment until we get that actual hand working. Um, and I think that's going to be the design the My
Okay.
Electric team's goal for next year or next semester if they're not working on a different project. I would say that because of that project, we were able to go to the National Conference of Undergraduate Research. We were able to present our work there in Pittsburgh, which was very fun, and it was very like a very much learning experience. We got to meet a lot of people. But I would say as of right now, I completely agree with you. Yes.
Okay. Okay then. Well, listen, folks, I am quite happy to bring this meeting to a close unless anyone has anything they'd like to put on the table.
um, I'm good. I guess we'll see everyone at the next town hall on August 21st at 11:30 a.m.
Right. Now, I'm allegedly on vacation on August 21st. Um, you can check with me. I may fail to show, but I think
Okay.
you guys are able to conduct without me, strange as that may sound.
Okay.
So,
Um, on the 21st after the town hall, there will be a bionic design meeting, and a high school student from France is going to present.
Hmm.
Just to with Vivek, just to let you know in case you I
Yeah,
don't
no,
want to
that's great.
interrupt your vacation, but just wanted you to know that was on the
No, I appreciate that.
calendar.
Um, do you put out a notice a day before for
Yes.
example, the Bionic saying,
Yeah,
hey, there's going to be a thing
yes.
tomorrow? You do.
Yep.
Great. Okay. All right, everybody. Good to see you.
Nice to see you as well. You have a nice day.
Bye.